everyone, how are you? I hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome back if this isn't your first time. Either way, I'm so glad you're here to join me for today's reading, which is a pick a pile, and today we're looking at the messages your spirit guides have for you. I do want to say this is a timeless reading, so there's no right time. It is the right time when it has found you, okay? Also, I do private readings for both tarot and astrology. I will leave my contact information down below if you're interested in that. And also remember when you're watching this reading that this is a general reading, so if there are some things that don't resonate, just leave them behind you and that's completely fine. It's also totally okay if you're drawn to more than one pile. Just follow your intuition and there is no wrong way to do this, okay? So we have 3 piles today. Pile number 1 is the Muse Tarot. Pile number 2 is the Starchild Tarot. And finally, pile number 3 is the Moonchild, sorry. Okay, is the Moonchild Tarot. So you have, I can put them right in. Perfect. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so follow your intuition, pick the one that kind of calls out to you first or that you're most drawn to. Pause the video if you need more time. Otherwise, I'm going to go straight into pile number 1, and if you've picked a different pile, then go get your timestamp down below so that you can skip to your reading, and I will see you there, okay? Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. This is for those of you who picked the Muse Tarot. Welcome. So today I have multiple things planned for you, but we're looking at the message your spirit guides have for you at the moment that you are watching. So also, first of all the decks that I'm using today will be listed down below if you're curious about that. I have some pre-shuffled cards, and there's some other cards that we're going to shuffle on camera. The first thing I wanted to look at today is who your spirit guides actually are, right? Because for some of you watching, maybe you already know, maybe you're already in contact with them. For some of you, maybe you're not and you have no idea, which is completely fine as well. And spirit guides can manifest through a bunch of different things and forms. So I pre-shuffled the card for you, and we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So hold on. Okay, it's like almost too bright for you to see. Sorry about that. So this tells me also, like, I don't even know how I did that, but I drank water right before starting this reading, and for some reason there was like a little splash of water that went on it. Don't ask me how, I don't know. I didn't spit it out or anything, but so there might be something about water here. You might connect with them through water, maybe you're really connected to water or something like that. But this, to me, I think your spirit guides could be people who were humans in the past, like they are incarnated as humans in the past, but you know, they have completed the cycle of reincarnation and now they've ascended to a higher purpose, to being a different kind of entity, okay? So I think that they are people who can relate to you, who understand what you're going through, and I think that they want to help you to, I don't know if right now could be your last lifetime and you know that you stop reincarnating afterwards. I don't know, maybe it's not necessarily, but I think those people, they've crossed the threshold in the past, and I think that they want to help you do that as well. Okay, so interesting. Let's look at your pre-shuffled tarot that I didn't really look at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so what should we do here? Yeah, that looks right. Okay, so we have the Three of Inspiration, which is the Three of Wands. We have the Tower. We have the Page of Inspiration in reverse. We have the Nine of Voices. The Ace of Inspiration. The Sun. And finally, its rightful companion, the Moon. And this was at the bottom of the deck, but I took it out. So, such a pretty pink moon. I think that you've been waiting for something. I think you've been waiting for something, maybe for a while now. Maybe you're like, I've done all the work on myself. I've done all the manifestation. I've done everything that my spirit guides wanted me to do. So why don't I have it yet? That's the kind of energy I'm getting at the moment. So, you know, with this Three of Inspiration, and I think that in the recent past, you finally kind of understood more and more things because you were able to kind of put some things together, like there were different things going on in your life, and you were able to kind of connect the dots and understand things from like a greater perspective, which helped you out a lot. And now you're like, well, okay, I get it now. Like, come on, bring it on. You might feel like you're kind of like carrying a really heavy load or very heavy burden on your shoulders. You might, what else? Yeah, you might feel like you're kind of getting tested by the universe or something. Like there's something just like, or you had like some sort of like really, because you know that's kind of it's because of the thunder. Well, not the thunder, but the lightning on the card. There was something about shock. Something that shocked you. Maybe I'm not necessarily getting that it's like inherently positive or negative only, but it's like it was big. It shook you up. And I think you're still kind of recovering from that. You might be still kind of like trying to understand what the purpose or the meaning of all of that was. You're like, why did I have to go through all of that stuff? That was really intense. But I think the thing is like you're not completely out of it yet, which is why you're having difficulty tapping into your creativity. I think you're being really hard on yourself to kind of, like you've gone through something for sure, and now you're like, okay, I'm over it, like let's move on, I have to move forward. And you're like, I think trying to push yourself to move on and move forward really quickly, but it's like that's not necessary, and you're being really hard on yourself as well, is what I'm getting. So I think your body and your spirit still need rest from all of this, is what your spirit guides want you to know, but they do acknowledge everything that has happened. They're like, yes, we saw that. You weren't alone, even though you might have felt alone, because they see how much you struggled. They see how much you felt alone, you felt anxious, you felt worried, and just so stressed. Maybe you had insomnia, nightmares, things like that. They're like, yes, all of that was connected to that tower moment. They're like, I know, sweetheart, I know. But you know, it's what you're looking for, it is coming. Like there is an Ace of Inspiration here, which is a new beginning of creativity, of romance, of traveling. just something, it is going to be something that you are passionate about and that you really, really enjoy, and that also you're kind of taking the lead in doing. So yes, there is a new beginning. And I remember, you know, this card, when I was pre-shuffling the cards, it didn't come out right away, because I read jumping cards in case you didn't know. It didn't come out right away, but it jumped out really kind of vigorously, like it was sure that it wanted to be there, you know. And we have the sun here, so once again, this is peace and this is joy. So there is joy awaiting you after all of this, okay? And with the moon, I think this is also spirit being like, we're guiding you through all of this so that you can get a balance of your moon and your sun energy, your yin and your yang, your masculine and feminine energy, however you want to call it, however it resonates for you. Yeah, it's about both, because you're both. That's the thing. You don't need someone to complete you, because you're already both. You're both that sun energy of being very gregarious, very outgoing, very ambitious and action oriented, and also this kind of more receptive, dreamy, mystical, emotional, private energy. You can be both private and outgoing. I know that might seem paradoxical, but it's all about understanding where, you know, you can value both, and understand that sometimes you need one energy in some situations and sometimes the other. Sometimes it's a mix of them. So I think that's what you're getting to know in all of this. And it's all bringing you to a place that where you can experience more, not only more peace, but more security within yourself, and more solid. That's really what I'm hearing. For you to feel more solid within yourself, because you know you have a strong foundation. Okay, let's get some clarifiers or any other messages. Which cards do we want to clarify? Let's clarify the 3 cards that we have at the bottom. So can you clarify the Ace of Inspiration, please? Okay. Can you clarify the Sun? Can you clarify the Moon? Oh my god. Oh wow. Okay. Anything else you want to say? Maybe of the Sun, we only got 1 card. No? Okay. Okay, we're gonna stay here. Let's see. Clarifying the Ace of Inspiration, we got the Page of Wands upright this time, because here we have Page of Inspiration in reverse. These are both the same card. And also the King of Cups. Interesting. Both very different energies. Clarifying the Sun, we have the 10 of Wands. And clarifying the Moon, we have the Emperor in reverse, as well as the Devil. So first of all, with the Devil and the Emperor in reverse, clarifying the Moon, like, wow, okay, that's really interesting and also really, really powerful. The thing is, and you see on this card, there is, I don't know what it is exactly, maybe it's just some kind of jewelry. You see there's something here. To me, it almost looks like a chain. So this could be something about freeing yourself of something in your emotional world, in your subconscious as well, in your dream world. If you've been having really, really messed up dreams, especially like really scary or violent ones, that could be connected to this. I think you're freeing yourself from some sort of addiction. And when I said that, I heard in my mind codependence. So maybe that is something that you were struggling with in the past or even at the moment. And that is the thing that you're kind of freeing yourself from. That is the thing that is making you so stressed out. Because it is exhausting to be in that kind of pattern, but it's also exhausting to kind of free yourself of it when you don't know how and when that is all that you've ever known, okay? And, you know, codependency can show up in more than just romantic relationships as well. There is something here with the Emperor in reverse about authority. So if you've had struggles with authority and authority figures in your life, that could be something connected to that. And also, if you were kind of like, you always saw yourself as weaker or as smaller, and therefore you would never allow yourself to have authority or to be like a boss, or like literally or figuratively, that could be connected to this as well. It's about you refusing to let other people control you anymore, and realizing that you have power and control over yourself, and that is enough for you to feel strong and secure. That's very beautiful. So underneath the sun, we have the Ten of Wands, which is really interesting. Do I want to talk about it right away? Okay, you want me to talk about this one first? Okay, sorry. So the Page of Wands. So this new start, okay, I know your little Page of Wands is kind of stuck at the moment. Page of Inspiration, you don't really see new opportunities, you don't see where you can express yourself and be creative, but that is definitely coming. There's something about your inner child being able to really have fun and liberate itself and be seen. So with this King of Cups, whatever new beginning is coming towards you, and you probably kind of know because it's what you currently want and you've been manifesting for a while, it's going to be a place where both your emotional maturity and your emotional intelligence, and also your childlike creativity and fun and humor, are welcome and valued. So these two, when you first look at them, they can look like very contradictory energies, but humans are contradictory creatures, and those two energies and those two archetypes can very definitely well exist within the same person, and I think that is you. So you won't have to kind of like, I'm hearing code switch. You won't necessarily have to do that anymore when you go to that new place, or when you do that new thing, or when you meet that new person. I don't think you'll have to feel like you're putting a side of yourself in a box and locking it away, and then when you're coming back home or when you're alone, you kind of unlock probably this one. Like, this is not something where you will be looked at weirdly if you say funny jokes that aren't necessarily things that professional adults or serious adults would say here. It's like this person or this place or this opportunity will see that you have both of these things, and that they don't contradict each other necessarily. Like, just because you like joking around doesn't mean that you cannot be this King of Cups also at different moments, right? So with this Ten of Wands, there might be something about the Sun. Okay, because this card traditionally is often about kind of having too much. I mean, we did talk about you having too big of a burden to carry, right? So yes. Okay, so it's either that you're gonna let go of some of the things that are too heavy for you, or I think that you're gonna change your perspective so much, and you're gonna change the terms on which you handle these things so that it won't feel so burdening anymore. There's also going to be a sense of accomplishment. So if a cycle needs to be finished and completed before you can step into the Sun energy and get your new beginning, that will happen as well. And it would be, whether that's like positive, like, oh, like such a big accomplishment, or something more like difficult, like, oh, I had to kind of like heal emotional wounds, whatever that is, it's gonna feel very rewarding, and you are going to feel like that is an accomplishment, even if that's maybe not something that you share with everyone or that you post on your social media or anything like that, right? Accomplishments can be so many different things, and there's no wrong way or anything like that. Okay, beautiful. Now, the last thing I want to do right now is, this is an animal oracle deck. I want to see in what form your spirit guides manifest themselves to you. How do they come to you, talk to you? How do they send you signs, specifically through an animal? So that will be whenever you hear about that animal, you see it in real life, you see the name, or you see a picture or a drawing or painting of it, whatever that is, okay? Whenever you see that of the animal that I will pull for you, that will be a sign from your spirit guides if you don't know yet. Also, if you already think that you know there's a specific animal that your spirit guides send you and you want to ask for confirmation, you can ask that for right now. But know that it doesn't necessarily mean, because I am asking like, how do you manifest yourself? Maybe there will be multiple cards. I don't know yet, you know? Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna stop talking and I'm gonna get your card. So, okay, well that was quick, wasn't it? Is there anything else? No, they were like, I've spoken. I knew what I wanted to say. So, let's look at that. We have number 40. This is the mouse spirit. So this is how your spirit guides send you signals and signs and communicate with you. And it says, tend to the small things. And at the bottom of the deck, although I don't think this is how your spirit guides manifest themselves, but I just wanted to read the little advice at the bottom. This is Snake Spirit, but it says time to heal, and also number 55, if that's a number you've been seeing recently. Okay, so pile 1, that was your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it resonated and that it was insightful. If it was, please like this video to let me know you enjoyed it. I always appreciate all of your support in any sort of form, even if that's only through watching. Comment down below to let me know how this resonated for you. Share this video, subscribe to my channel for more. I post new videos, new pickup piles every Monday and Thursday, as well as monthly tarot predictions for all the zodiac signs every single month. So if that's something you would like, please stick around. I would love to have you here, and I think we'll have a lot of fun together. Okay, if that didn't resonate, that's okay. It happens. Feel free to pick a different pile or even a different reading. But either way, I will wish you an amazing rest of your day or night. I'm sending you a lot of love, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. How are you? Welcome to your reading. This is for those of you who picked the Starchild Tarot. Welcome. So I have multiple things planned for you today. I have some pre-shuffled cards and then some other cards that we're going to shuffle on camera. But I just wanted to start by seeing who are your spirit guides, right? Because for some of you watching, maybe you will already know, some of you won't already know, and that's also perfectly fine. And spirit guides can manifest themselves through many different forms and concepts, okay? So I have a pre-shuffled card for this for you. We have Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So your spirit guides are the priestesses of this world. So they can be human beings or alive at the moment, and they can also be spiritual priestesses, star seeds, also people who were priests and priestesses in their past lives. I also, when I shuffled this card, I got like a really like Greek, ancient Greece priestess kind of image. So it could be someone who has the soul of someone who was a priest or priestess in ancient Greece, anything like that. Also, if you've ever felt a strong connection to ancient Greece for some reason, that could be why. Okay, and they could want to guide you to help you to embody your role as a leader, or just to lead your own life better and more independently in general. Okay, but we'll see what their message is for you, your pre-shuffled tarot. So how many cards are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Okay. So, also all the decks I'm using today will be listed down below. So we have the Nine of Cups, with underneath it the Nine of Wands in reverse, so 2 nines. We have the Three of Wands, with the Star in reverse. I heard wishing upon a star. We have the Six of Wands, with the Two of Crystals in reverse. We have the Universe, and I want to say this card, oh my god, I read jumping cards in case you don't know, so you know they kind of jump out, but this card, it didn't just jump out, it literally flew across my entire room, okay? I'm not kidding. So it definitely really wanted to come out and talk to you. We have the Hierophant, the Three of Swords in reverse, and finally Serenity, which I believe is the Hermit card. So let's take a look. Now, your spirit guides want to acknowledge the fact that right now you are winning. Can I pick up this card? You are winning, you are thriving, you are getting done the things that you want to get done, or you just are doing a lot, and maybe you don't really realize it because either you don't give yourself enough credit or you don't really see a lot of results yet, but you have been doing the right thing, you have been working hard, and your spirit guides want to acknowledge that, and they want to congratulate you. And they also want you to know that you've done all of this by yourself. They're like, yeah, of course we're watching over you and we're guiding you, but like, give more credit to yourself. You did this by yourself, okay? And that is your true power. Yeah, there could be some sort of scarcity mindset, as in how much you matter, I'm hearing. So maybe you don't have the best self-esteem, or maybe not at the moment. I think you might be also unsure of, I'm also seeing in some of the other cards here, there might be a theme of kind of like overprotecting yourself in general in your life, and maybe also energetically, because I think you think you're weaker than you think you are, you're more vulnerable to certain things than you think you are. What? No, you're not as vulnerable as you think you are. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Or yeah, I don't know. I think your spirit guides want to tell you that like you are stronger than you realize, and we want you to realize that, because you literally have all the universe within yourself. The entire universe exists within you. You are not, you know, a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop, right? This is what your spirit guides want you to know. You do have that complexity and that beauty and all that mysticism and that divinity as well, all within you, and you only. And it's not that other people don't have that, it's that it's all unique to each one of you. And so your spirit guides want you to kind of be able to find your type of beauty, your type of power within that. I think you protect your heart very much, and it's probably, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble picking these cards up. I didn't have that in the other pile with the other deck. Maybe that's just how the cards are. There might be something about over apologizing also with you. I think you protect your heart a lot, right? This is the Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak, and you see this person, there are swords right around them, so they feel attacked, they are being attacked, and they have this little moon that they're very protective of, which is their heart. And so you've probably gotten your heart broken in the past, and because, you know, if you are being very protective towards yourself, it's probably for a good reason, like it's justified, or at least it was in the moment. But Spirit wants you to know that it's safe for you to kind of let go of that. It's like you are strong enough. You will not be completely devastated if something similar, even if something, I think you've changed so much and you've evolved so much that whatever happened in this Three of Swords, and that can be multiple things, multiple instances or events, whatever happened to you in the past, I don't think that could even be recreated in the energy, because you're so different. And that could not even, like, for someone to reach you, they have to be at kind of like a similar vibration to you, and you're not there at all. They can't reach you. And so I don't think that could even happen. But even if it did, it wouldn't affect you the same way. You wouldn't be broken down and devastated in the same way anymore. And you find your strength and your peace in serenity. And the thing is, it is safe for you to allow yourself to just calm down and relax and be observant and be contemplative in your life and meditate and be serene and at peace. You deserve that, and you can have that now. Maybe you spent a lot of your human life living in a survival mode, and you know, a lot of us go through that, but you don't need that anymore. It's time to stop surviving. You've done that already. Now you can start living. Okay, this is what your spirit guides want you to know at the moment. Because you have so much wisdom, you know, underneath this universe. You have so much wisdom within you, and you have the power. Maybe when you, I don't know if you are usually in contact with your spirit guides, but you can't, like, you don't have, there's something about you always using a different person or a different, an additional person or additional channel or additional object to connect to something, maybe to source, to your spirit guides, to the universe, to spirit, to God if you are religious. Something about always using something extra or external to you that you feel you need in order to connect. But the truth is that you don't need that anymore. You actually have the power to do it by yourself. That's what your spirit guides want you to know. They're like, you don't have, of course we can communicate to you through, you know, other tarot readers who make videos on YouTube, or a tarot reader that you will meet in real life or anything like that, but you don't need that anymore. You can talk to us directly and we will listen. You can tap into our energy by yourself. You're capable of doing it. So when you want to communicate with us, you don't have to wait to have the right opportunity, or to have some sort of medium that you can do it through. You can do it through yourself. Yeah. I'm hearing Pisces new moon when I look at this card, and at the moment that I am recording, we just had one last night, or 2 nights ago, something like that. So yes, we are still in that energy. Maybe you have a Pisces moon natally in your birth chart, or in the moon in like the 12th house, or a moon conjunct Neptune, something like that, which would give you that very Neptunian, Piscean, dreamy, creative, romantic energy that you have. I think that your spirit guides really, really love that side of you, and they want you to know that maybe you're very, like, there could be another side of you that's more pragmatic and more practical, and maybe you kind of like, I feel like sometimes you feel like you're lazy, or you feel like you move slowly, or you wish that you had accomplished more, or you see other people accomplishing more and you wish upon a star to get more, but you need more time to rest, or you took the time to take a bath, or to clean your space well, or to read a book, or to create art, you know, to listen to music, to sing, to play music, to write, paint, draw, whatever it is that you do. so maybe sometimes you're like, you kind of beat yourself up because you feel like you do things that are not productive. But I want you to know, and your spirit guides want you to know, that that is a capitalistic brainwash thing. You don't have to be productive all the time. And also, I don't think doing art is not being productive. Okay, that is also a lie. You don't have to be productive all the time to be worthy, or for your accomplishments to be worthy. Everything happens in divine timing. And, you know, if there is something that is meant for you, it will come to you. That's the thing here. I think if you have been trying to kind of manifest something that is completely, like, off the grid. Also, the thing about manifestation is that it's not just, first of all, it's not gonna give you necessarily every single thing in the world, as in, like, because I think it goes along with actually making it happen in 3D. So it's, for example, if you say, like, I want to get this job, or I want to get a job that pays this much, or that is related to that field, and you manifest that, but then you don't, in your 3D life, you don't actually even try to apply to jobs, then yeah, it's probably not going to happen, because, you know, the universe and your spirit guides, they need your consent and your free will to work through you, and you can only co-create with them. They don't create your whole life for you. You have to work with them, and that is how you can be more productive. Okay. And also, I'm hearing some of you in the past have wished for things that were actually completely, like, you're like, why didn't I never get it? Because it was not at all what you actually needed. It was, I'm hearing, like, it's just, I think your spirit guides didn't even take you seriously because they knew it just, like, didn't match at all with who you actually are. Maybe as you're getting to know yourself better, you're seeing that now, but maybe you weren't really in the past. Okay, let's get some clarifiers, specifically about this Nine of Cups and this Nine of Wands energy. I mean, I am getting some messages, but I want to know more. But maybe we'll start with that. Can you clarify the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands in reverse, please? That is hilarious. Okay. Is there anything else more you want to say? Should I keep all of that? Okay, fine. So we have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands in reverse already, right? And so 2 nines, and I asked to get a clarification, and look what I got. The Nine of Swords. So there's something about 9, there's something about personal accomplishments, like getting almost to the completion of a cycle. There's something missing to reach the 10, but you've already got a lot with this 9. So I think that there could also be something about your spirit guides communicating to you through the number 999 or the number 9 a lot. Maybe 9 is kind of like your lucky number or something like that. Maybe there's a 9 in your, like, birthday or your age, or I don't know, maybe 9 is like your life path number, like something about numerology also. But there's something about, I think you focus, okay, I think that's what's going on here. I think that you focus on what you don't have, and you daydream about what you could attain that you don't already have, but that is far away. And the thing is, Spirit wants you to know, because you dwell on that so much, you actually keep yourself in a space that is really unhappy, or really not as happy as you could be. So I think that Spirit wants you to know how much you already have. Spirit wants you to switch your perspective and your approach to life through gratitude instead of a lack mindset. You could write a gratitude list, something like that. Just think through about all the things that you have that you are grateful for. Think about your life a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years ago, and think about how far you've come. We don't realize it when we're in the present. but when you start thinking about it, you start realizing how much progress you've made and how much you've got going on for yourself. Okay, so these other cards, okay, this is kind of like random. I mean, not random, but I feel like it's a different message. They did come out those I wanted to say to take them. We have the Eight of Wands, Justice in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So what I'm getting from here, I think your spirit guides want you to know that you need a heads up, because there could be there could be someone contacting you. I heard recently, but I wanted to say like soon. So maybe it's going to be very soon. Maybe it's been very recently. It already happened for you. Could be someone that like you have trouble discussing calmly with for whatever reason, or it's easy for you to get in a fight with them, or passive aggressive, or bitter, or they appear that way, something like that. And I think that it's gonna come very unexpected, their communication, or whatever it is that they say to you. It might come very quickly, and it might kind of take you by surprise. So this might be why your spirit guides want you to know this beforehand. Maybe you might be kind of like, should I forgive them? Should I try again? You're wondering what to do. First of all, at the bottom of the deck, with the High Priestess, tap into your intuition, okay? It's never wrong, and your intuition knows what to do, knows what is the right decision, okay? You can trust that higher knowing, that gut feeling that you have, because you will have one. You just have to listen to it. And also, with the Justice in reverse, I think this person is not completely compromising. I think that they're not completely coming clean or clear about whatever this is. They're not doing enough for it to be balanced again between you two. So I think this is your spirit guides being like, you can talk to that person, you can answer them, but don't just kind of forgive all of it or welcome them back into your life as if nothing happened, because there will still be work to do. If you only want them to come back to you when they're completely 100% clear on things and they try as much as you do, the first message they're going to send you, or the first conversation, it's not going to be like that, okay? So watch out for red flags and things like that, and for unbalanced energy and unequal give and take between you two. So the last thing I want to do in this reading is, this is an animal oracle deck, and I want to see how your spirit guides send you signs. Like, through what animal do they send you signs and tell you that they're here and they're watching over you? So this is kind of like how your spirit guides show you that they're here. So this will be an animal. This can be you seeing that animal in real life, seeing the name of the animal, seeing like an image or a painting or a drawing of that animal, okay, whatever it is. I also heard jewelry, so maybe some of you have like jewelry of an animal, or you will see jewelry of that animal. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So how do pile 2 spirit guides manifest themselves? Which animal do they show up as for pile number 2, please? How do you speak to pile 2? What should pile 2 be on the lookout for? Can you... Yeah? What is it? Okay, well, okay. So we have, this is number 8 as well. We have the Bobcat spirits, okay? So Bobcats specifically are how your spirit guides communicate to you that they are here, they're watching over you, and you are on the right path. I also think cats in general, if you feel connected to cats, it could be cats or felines in general, but most specifically the Bobcat spirit when you're unsure. And at the bottom of the deck, and I'm not taking this as the animal that your spirit guides manifest as, but I just want to take the advice of the little sentence that is underneath it. So we have number 63, and it says nothing is wasted. So we have talked about this today in the reading, about how sometimes you feel unproductive, or you feel like you're wasting some time or some energy. And your spirit guides want you to know that no, like there's nothing wasted here. And also underneath it, we have take the lead. And this calls back to our very first card, which was, how are you being called to step up and lead, right? So that it seems to be a recurring theme for you. But pile number 2, that was the reading that I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it resonated and that it was insightful. If you did enjoy it, please like this video to let me know. I always appreciate your support. Comment down below to let me know how this resonated. Share this video, subscribe to my channel for more. I would love to have you here. I post new pick-up piles every Monday and Thursday on all different kinds of subjects. If you have any recommendations, feel free to leave them down in the comments and I might as well do them. And I also do monthly tarot predictions for all the zodiac signs every single month. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check out my channel. But also, if this didn't resonate, that's okay, it happens. Feel free to pick a different pile or a different reading. But either way, I will wish you an amazing rest of your day or night. I'm sending you a lot of love and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is for those of you who picked the Moonchild Tarot. Welcome. So I have multiple things planned for you today. I have some pre-shuffled cards and some other cards that we're going to shuffle on camera. But the first thing I wanted to look at today is who your spirit guides are, because some of you watching might already know, you might already be in contact with them, but others of you will not, and that's also completely fine. And spirit guides can manifest through so many different kinds of entities and forms and concepts. So I wanted to get, and also if you have a lot of different spirit guides, then maybe it would be fun for you to kind of know which ones specifically are communicating with you today through this reading. So we have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So to me, this is very clear that today the spirit guides that are watching over you and communicating with you through this reading are your ancestors, okay? I'm hearing it might be ancestors that you do not know. They may be too far away in your family line, or maybe you are in contact with like a specific ancestor usually, and it might be different ancestors talking to you today, or like a mixture, okay? But you are their most beautiful dream come true, and they want to help you rewrite the future of your lineage together as you break the chain of those ancestral traumas and generational traumas, and as you free yourself and heal from all of those things, okay, and all of your patterns that you share. So also they can relate to you very heavily as well, and you can relate to your traumas and your difficulties in life, because for most of them they have actually went through the same things, okay? So, and which is also why they have so much compassion towards you. Let's look at your pre-shuffled tarot, what exactly it is that they want to say to you. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords in reverse. I heard native when I showed that. I don't know why. Maybe you are native, or some of your ancestors are. Something about that. I don't know. The Nine of Swords. The Three of Swords. The Knight of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. And at the end of that, I was shuffling and kind of asked for some loving messages from them, and I got the Eight of Cups. And I want to say I love the colors on this card, and also justice. Okay. So your ancestors. I am hearing warrior. You know, we have this Page of Swords in the middle who is holding this sword here. So I think your ancestors want you to know that they know you've been battling your way through your own life. And perhaps the archetype of a warrior, I heard Mars as well. You might be a very Mars dominant kind of person. Mars and Aries also. I also heard Mars Saturn aspects. There's something about, yeah, feeling like you have to constantly fight to just breathe. That could be literal or metaphorical, or feeling you constantly have to fight to get what you need, get your basic needs met, and that is very, very tiring, and that can also be kind of traumatic on the soul, because, you know, especially when we are children, we need to build our own sense of security. We need to have our needs met, our most basic needs met, right? And we need to feel like that is not in danger. Maybe you didn't have that luxury or that privilege when you were younger. Maybe your parents were struggling. Maybe you didn't have parents very present, or one of them wasn't present, or both of them. I don't know. I heard grandma, so maybe you were raised by your grandma or something like that. Or maybe she was just very present. Maybe she's passed and she's talking to you right now. She's like, yes, I'm here. Yeah, because I feel like there's something about believing there's like this dream world out there, and it's just like inaccessible to you. Like you cannot reach it. You're here just dancing in the sand or doing your own thing in the sand. And everyone's telling you about this, oh my God, you know, you can make all of your dreams come true. You have all the tools. You're an amazing, you know, smart person. Maybe like when you were younger in school, you were told that you are so smart, you are so kind, you are so great. You know, you have so much potential and you can accomplish everything. Yeah, there's something about potential here. Maybe you've been told a lot that you have a lot of potential, or people treat you as if you do. Or maybe you think you have a lot of potential, but you just think that you cannot achieve that, or that it is impossible, or that you can never find that kind of outlet in which you can express yourself in that way. So there also might be something about artistic expression, that you feel that is something that has been kind of repressed for you, or discouraged in you in your childhood, or it's something that you like but you feel you can never do professionally, or you can never get recognition, or you can never get enough financial stability and recognition from it to live from that. But what's interesting here is that I think your spirit guides, you know, we have a door here again, but I think your spirit guides want you to know they're paving the way for you. I think they could be the link between you feeling that you cannot access that door, cross that threshold. They are guiding you. And also they do want to say, like, even though sometimes you feel, you know, you feel stuck, and we have a lot of swords card here, they want to tell you that your optimism is powerful. Whenever you are in a place where you are optimistic, it is very powerful, and it actually leads to you manifesting things that you perhaps think you couldn't or you wouldn't. And you know, optimism doesn't mean being unrealistic or being forcing yourself to be joyful and happy. Those are two different things, right? But optimism is kind of believing that you can do it, believing that it is possible, and expecting a positive outcome before automatically expecting a negative outcome. You might also feel like you have been under attack recently with this Nine of Swords. Maybe you've kind of retreated yourself recently. There's something about connecting to your feminine energy, to the moon, to your own little world and wonderland. Maybe that is some kind of something that you do. Maybe you've kind of cope with the world or with these difficulties in particular that you've been going through recently through escapism. And that can take also many different kinds of form. That can be substances, food, work, sleep, certain hobbies, or even like being on social media all the time, right? So much that like you're stimulating your brain enough that it cannot think of anything else, right? Or it cannot feel anything else. Those are all forms of escapism. And so you might feel like your life at the moment is kind of dull, kind of dark. There's not a lot of color. There's not a lot of fun. And you could have felt like you were stabbed in the back or abandoned or rejected or something like that with this Three of Swords here. There's something that happened that really kind of hurt your heart. That kind of reached your inner child kind of, yeah, exactly. Because maybe you feel like you're really, really strong, usually. But then you're like, why did this thing affect me so strongly? But I think it's because it's affecting your inner child, not just the adult version of you that you show the world. It was able to kind of reach all the way to your heart space. That's why it hurts so much. It doesn't mean you're abnormal, that you're not strong anymore. Because I think you think those two cannot be conciliated. But they can be. They don't cancel each other out. But your spirit guides want you to know that, you know, this is the number 3 of Swords out of 10. So this is only the beginning of the journey. This is not a stop. This is not the end. Right? Things will always be okay in the end, and if things are not okay, then it is not the end. This is what your spirit guides want you to know. And so you might be kind of mourning at the moment through this situation, about this situation. I don't know if it's a person, a job, a relationship, a friendship, a dream. I have no idea. It's going to be different for every single person. But all of those things are valid. Whatever it is that hurt you, it did hurt you. And so you might be still kind of like healing from that, and that is completely fine. But also your spirit guides want you to not stay in this forever. They're like, yes, it's very good that you welcome and your emotions and that you let yourself experience them, but also don't get stuck in that mentality forever, right? Don't think that this is just your life now. It's not. And it's not who you are anymore either. Like, I'm gonna switch this Page of Swords up, right? Because you are still a warrior, you are still a fighter, you are still very strong. You just don't see it at the moment because right now you are resting and healing, but that is always part of the process, right? The best warriors aren't the ones that always win or are always on their best day. So they do want you to take action after that when you feel a bit more ready. You might not feel completely ready. You don't have to feel completely healed or anything, but there will be a moment that you will sense you can do that, and it can be small action, but just go for it. Don't of course plan it in advance, but don't overthink it for weeks. Just go for it. Take the action, right? Nine of Wands, this is fire, this is passion, this is quick moving energy. And this is kind of you taking back the power and the lead of your own life. Even if it's like an action or decision that seems insignificant, it's going to be the symbolism behind that action that is going to be important, and that is going to switch your energy and your vibration in that moment. And so we have, you know, loving messages from your spirit guides, and I do notice that there's more color on these cards. So they're acknowledging, like, yes, you know, you got your heart broken, like you're not going through your best moment of your life right now, but it is because you had to kind of retreat and find yourself outside of whatever that was. and discover yourself. And maybe you're going through a spiritual awakening. Maybe this is what this is. Maybe you're going through like the dark night of the soul or something like that, and it's painful and you're lost and you don't understand what's going on. This is all for a higher purpose, and this is what will lead you to something happier and better and more colorful. And they are always with you in that journey. And whatever happens that you feel was unfair, or that you feel you don't understand why it had to happen, it happened because things were unbalanced or were not aligned in your life. Okay? It was not for you anymore. It could not reach your vibration anymore. You were not compatible anymore, whether that's you and a job, you and another person. You cannot align yourselves anymore. And so your spirit guides had to kind of guide you towards fairness and justice and balance. So that is why they removed that from your path. Okay? It's not because they were purposefully hurting you or anything like that. It's all part of like a bigger plan. Which, you know, doesn't mean that you don't have the right to be sad or anything. It's being able, yeah, you have to be, your spirit guides want you, wish you could see kind of both sides. Their side and also yours. Because when we are always focused on the details, we miss the understanding and the wisdom in the bigger picture. But when we are too focused on the bigger picture, we also miss some things. And we cannot connect through our heart space to people because we are too like higher up. Right? We are not the spirit guides yet. We are still living a human experience. So know when to use your higher perspective, big picture vision, and when it's better to just kind of come back down to your own reality. Yeah. It's also something about, I did talk about escapism. If you partake in any kind of escapism method, there needs to be balance in that. Because it's not helping you, because it's not like the healthiest coping mechanism or anything. Okay, so I pulled this deck out today to get clarifiers. I don't know if there's a specific card I want to clarify on. Okay, let's get a clarifier for let's get clarifiers for the Knight of Wands. What is that new thing that you should take action on, or that will present itself to you? Okay. Anything else? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna stop here. So we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I think this is about you also kind of realizing that like you don't have to wait anymore for something new to come to you. Okay, it's gonna come to you. And this could very much be like some sort of therapist, because like, and you know, at the bottom of the deck we have Four of Wands in reverse. Four of Wands is healing and resting and stillness. Ace of Swords could be someone actually wanting to give you something or communicating with you, giving you an offer first instead of you reaching out to them at first. It might be like some sort of therapist or healer, professional healer, someone who wants to give back to you. Either way, they are very emotionally mature and intelligent. And this could be also you doing charity or volunteering, something like that. This could be new money coming in for you. Someone who wants to help you build a business, if that's something you're into. Someone who wants to give you a raise at work. Someone calling you to offer you a job that pays more, or that's more, and if that is, that boss would be that like emotionally mature person, could be water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I almost said Leo for some reason, so maybe Leo as well, even though that is not a water sign. Something like that, okay? So it might be, so it's like either something where you will give back to others, or someone will want to give something to you. Or even maybe both. Like someone will want to give you the opportunity to give back. Something like that, I don't know. But you'll know when it comes up for you, okay? So I want to end this reading on getting an additional oracle card. This is an animal oracle deck, and so I just want to see through what animal do your spirit guides kind of manifest themselves and send you signs and speak to you. So when you see that animal, you know, like, oh, this is my spirit guides letting me know that they're here, they're watching over me, I'm in the right place, they're saying hi, or, you know, something like that, okay? So it can be like the actual animal in real life, if you see it in nature, or even in like a zoo or something. It can be also pictures or like drawings, paintings, any kind of representations of that animal, okay? So how do Paltry spirit guides speak to them, send them signs, manifest themselves to them? Which animal? Oh, you have two. How cute. Okay. So we have the seahorse spirit, watch and wait. So they communicate to you through seahorses. Now that is an animal that is more rare to see in real life. If you have, lucky you. I love seahorses. And also like watch and wait. Like, yeah, there are things, your spirit guides are in the works, making something for you, and you're beginning something better for you to get out of this Three of Swords energy and this Nine of Swords energy. Okay, so just watch and wait and trust them and trust yourself, trust your path. It will switch up eventually when you're ready and at the right time. And we have number 20, dolphin spirit, this and that are true. So your spirit guides also talk to you through dolphins. And so you also realize that both of these creatures, we have a lot of animals in this deck, both of these creatures are sea animals. Very interesting. So you could be you could feel very connected to the ocean. Maybe you are a water sign yourself, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Maybe you just love the ocean. Maybe you go to the ocean, you live close to it, or you do like some kind of scuba diving. I don't know. Also, I heard The Little Mermaid. Maybe you are like really into The Little Mermaid, or you were when you were younger. I don't know. But yeah, so watch and wait, and also this and that are true. So, you know, I said that, right? When we were talking about perspectives and understanding kind of both sides of the situation. Two things can be true at once. You don't have to be in one extreme or the other all the time. And that can be a soothing realization. You don't always have to choose. And you can feel both joyful and sad about two different things in your life at the same time. Also, that's a thing that can happen. That's totally valid, okay? So, Pal 3. That was the reading that I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it resonated, that it was insightful. If you did enjoy it, please let me know by liking this video. I always appreciate your support, even if that is through only watching. Thank you. Comment down below to let me know how this resonated. I would love to hear about it and discuss it with you. Share this video, subscribe to my channel for more. I would love to have you here, and I think we would both enjoy ourselves a lot and have a lot of fun. I post new pickup pals on all different kinds of subjects every Monday and Thursday. If you have recommendations or subjects that you would like to see for pickup pals on my channel, leave them down below in the comments, and I would love to do them for you. I also post every month, I post tarot predictions for all the zodiac signs. So if those are things that are interesting for you, please check out my channel. If this didn't resonate, well, that's okay. It happens. Feel free to pick a different pile or even a different reading. But either way, I will wish you an amazing rest of your day or night. I'm sending you a lot of love, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.